Hello, and welcome to Stasis Pod, the Transformers Prime podcast. Wait, no. Oh.
We've gone back in time.
It's that kind of night.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Hello, and welcome to Stasis Pod, the Transformers Robots in Disguise podcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
And I'm David.
And what we want to know is, can you dig it?
Yes. Yes, I can.
You dig it.
You can't see, but I've got a bunch of bottles on my fingers and I'm clinking them together.
I did that last time. I didn't bring any with me.
I am already resisting the urge to go on a lecture about drill tanks.
I mean, I think it's too late in the season to be a baseball fury.
Yeah, well, Halloween is just coming up and we're just about to get to the World Series.
Oh, this is sports
as of this
things.
Recording.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they're baseball furies.
Oh.
From the Warriors. You know, they're like guys who wear Kiss makeup and dress up in baseball uniforms.
Yeah,
that's one of those movies I haven't actually seen, though I'm more interested in perhaps seeing it at some point than Top Gun.
I'd say it's worth seeing.
Yeah, it's a very basic story, kind of short, but it's fun. It's one long chase scene.
I'll have to look that up next time. I'm like, what from my back catalog do I need to knock out?
No, it's based upon a book, which is based upon an ancient Greek myth. Mm-hmm. Or was it a Roman myth?
A Greek myth, I believe. Anyway, today's episode is Can You Dig It? First aired May 23rd, 2015. Written by Stan Berkowitz, who this is the second of only 2 Transformers episodes he's written. Huh. He also wrote Rise of the Constructicons back in Transformers Anime.
Oh, wow.
But he is a big DC Comics writer.
Oh, okay. See,
a big DC Comics TV show writer.
Oh.
A lot of Justice League Unlimited, Static Shock, Batman Beyond.
Oh, wow. Okay, so
Superman,
like the cartoons,
Batman.
Not like the CW stuff.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, the stuff we've seen, the good DC stuff.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of the cartoons. I just haven't watched any of. Well, I did watch a little bit of Supergirl.
And it goes back as far as that live-action Superboy show from the early 90s.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Which I have not seen.
Is that the one where Lex Luthor was played by the guy who did the voice of Flash on Justice League?
No.
That was Smallville.
Oh, that was Smallville. Right.
Yes. He was sexy teen Lex
Luthor.
I'm not even sure if this one did have a Lex Luthor on it, but it did have Gilbert Gottfried playing Nick Knack, who was a fake toy man.
Wow.
Wait, so
that's not the only time Gilbert Gottfried's been a Superman villain either.
He's been 2 Superman villains. It's about time for him to become a 3rd.
And he also wrote an issue of the comic book detailing Nick Knack's origin.
Oh, wow. He's cool.
Yes.
He's a cool guy.
I occasionally listen to his podcast. It's pretty amusing.
Might have to.
But before that, he wrote a bunch of live action 80s TV, including episodes of the new Adam 12, the new Dragnet, and T.J. Hooker.
Well, at least you got T.J. Hooker on your resume there. That's the winner.
It's not terrible.
So this episode opens with a guy, one of a cold open construction worker who is digging something up and then finds something he didn't want to find.
Is it the Tesseract?
Before time began, there was the cube.
I forget. Is this the first time we've actually seen Energon in this form on Robots in Disguise?
I think so, yes. I can't even remember seeing a lot of Energon cubes on Prime.
Yeah, there were. The Decepticons had them. Although, I think they were purple
they had the crystals. Did they have the cubes?
They were processing them into cubes quite frequently.
Oh, right, that's right.
Like in the mines with all the Decepticons.
I guess normally in a 2D sort of art style, I'm just so used to seeing Energon cubes being pink that, yes, I was immediately like, is that the Tesseract?
Well, yeah, 'cause it's blue and they're solid. Back in G1, back when we had lots of characters wearing hard hats at construction sites, it was a liquid in glass, and this is a solid steel cube that just glows blue. It's all weird.
Yeah, this would definitely be a guy in a hard hat who discovered this.
It's the cube.
Like beige jacket, jeans, work boots. One of those guys.
What was with late 2000s action movies and very important cubes?
It's a fun word to say.
It is a fun word to say.
Where is the cube?
I need more Hiddles. I need more Hiddles Loki in my life.
Well, that show's coming eventually.
Soon.
It is coming eventually.
I don't know if I'll
So
survive.
anyway, yeah, this guy digs up an energon cube, he starts to look for it, and then suddenly the ground collapses beneath him, and he only barely escapes before this cube is taken away by a scary robot claw.
And it's all of this is witnessed by an exciting variety of human model co-workers, which again is like, it's very nice to actually have a variety of human characters and not just vacant cities.
I wasn't really paying attention. They might have all been the same body type, but very different faces.
Yes. Good job actually putting the work in, animators.
So we cut now to the scrapyard, and Russell and his robot buddies are watching what is like a biker movie or possibly a biker TV show.
I would assume a movie. I don't know. Are there biker TV shows of this sort?
Well, there's that Sons of Anarchy, but Russell should definitely not be watching.
Yeah,
it.
I don't think...
Or they could be watching reruns of Renegade.
Well, the dialogue certainly indicates it's something equally cheesy.
This definitely sounded like the kind of movie that would have been on MST3K. Like Side Hackers or something.
Side hacking is definitely going on. Or what was it? Was it The Wild Angels? That one with Jim Backus?
Were there bikers in The Girl with the Gold Boots?
I think that might have had bikers.
Probably, but not as much as Side Hackers.
Or there one of those? Was there a biker movie from the same guy who did EGA?
Probably. Whether it was on MST3K or not, I couldn't say, but probably.
Like the Wild Guitar or something?
Oh, wow.
Oh, is it Arch Hull Jr.? Was that the guy?
Yeah. That sounds
the really, like, the kind of Gary Busey looking guy who they're kind of trying to push as a teen idol.
That happened in a couple of them. There was a guitar guy at a farm or something that was one of those mysteries. We're going way off topic. And I keep getting annoyed by Side Hackers. It's this one movie I've heard so much about from Mr. Sense Theater. I've never seen that one. Apparently I need to find that.
It is one of the ones that's on Pluto TV. So
Pluto,
keep an eye on Pluto TV's MST3K channel. And it'll pop up and you might want to check their on-demand stuff.
On demand. Yeah,
of note, it's one where they didn't watch the full movie before they decided to do it.
Yes, it was the one that was like, we have to make sure we watch the whole movie. Not just the first 15 minutes when we say, yeah, that'll do.
Yeah.
Cause, no.
It gets uncomfortable.
Very.
Oops.
Anyway, so, they're just, obviously the Autobots are not familiar with the concept of biker gangs. Grimlock is disappointed because none of their motorcycles transform.
That's tragic. It's not that none of the motorcycles transform, it's that these motorcycles only have one mode. And that's tragic. Yeah. It's not that he wants to see the spectacle of them transforming, he just feels bad for them.
And Sideswipe's trying to sort of explain how they all have jackets because they're nonconformists. But Fixit says, but they all have the same jacket.
It's to show they're different in the same way. And yeah, he says drones like you would never understand anyway. And I'm like, is that like
drones?
epithet against minicons, or
it feels like an insult?
He doesn't really say
is it against minicons, or is it just against like his profession of being a mechanic,
or his profession of being like a
small?
Yeah, I'm going to choose to believe that it's like he's calling him like an office drone, and not that he's being racist towards me.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't say it. The tone does not sound especially like it's a particularly cruel thing to be saying. It just does sound more like the boring people. Like he's calling him a boring person.
Yes.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess they're using just the normal English human definition of drone.
Yes, but being that they're robots, it's also equally... Because it would be very sad if Sideswipe were just to get suddenly unreasonably racist against minicons.
Yes.
Although I could see Fixit hanging out with Bertie Wooster.
and there are some great... we get a great bit of biker dialogue here.
Oh my god, yes!
Which is... Hey, Snake, why don't we get some of that road dust off your lip?
Yes, this is when... So Russell goes to bed, and they decide to keep watching it.
Oh!
So you don't have that
right.
awkward moment of Russell trying to explain to them what's going on, like, explaining to Optimus where babies come from.
Mm-hmm. Before we getting the road dust off, there is an answer to a question I had last episode in this one. Oh, they live in a trailer.
Yeah, like a tow behind
trailer,
camping
a
trailer.
camping tow.
Yeah, like
which
a camera.
honestly, again, goals. Denny is my life goals.
I don't know about that. They could be fine, but not for long term. They're comfortable enough. I think it was like a 24-foot trailer, maybe. It wasn't that big, but it wasn't tiny.
I mean, when you've got enough space that your giant TV is just sitting in the open with a couch and you don't have neighbors to care, then...
Well, it's sitting in the diner.
Yeah, or cooking in the diner. It's basically like the entire scrapyard is their home, and that's just their bedroom, effectively.
If I had, like, the front of a diner and the kitchen sitting on my front yard, yeah, I could live in a tiny trailer.
Yes.
But it would have to be a tiny trailer with enough shelving for toys and books and whatnot. Anyway, yes, continue with the
But yes, we have found out where they sleep. It's in a camper.
Yeah,
we don't see the interior, but we see where they live.
Yeah, we do hear some biker chick saying, "Hey, Snake, why don't we get some of that road dust off your lip?" And Strong Arm is just horrible.
And there's the best kissing sounds. Just like...
I wasn't paying attention to the sound. I was just like, oh, Cybertronians don't have kissing.
There's just absolute, like, going on.
Except when they do on Beast Wars.
Yes.
Well, that's in the future.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's true.
That's a good point.
By then they've learned. It's just on the Cybertron in this universe, they don't have kissing.
So,
which
they do not understand why these humans are smashing their mouths together.
Yes.
Like, okay, so are we, this isn't as bad as like a proto-culture moment where the giants want to see the little humans kiss even more because they're confused by it. But it does spoil a lot of fan art that came out of this show.
I hope most of it. I hope it doesn't involve Strong Arm.
It probably does.
How many female characters do we... Okay,
Windblade will show up
characters
eventually.
on the Decepticon
yes.
side.
Well, of course, it might involve the two of them.
Ooh.
The most recurring woman on this show is Strong Arm. So, yes, most of it involves her. Well, like the last show, most of the fan art that was in the naughty direction involved Artsy.
David, now I say this
also Arachnid.
as someone who has in the past produced adult content fan works for Transformers. Yes. Canon doesn't really matter.
I know, canon doesn't matter, and there is also a lot of gay stuff.
Canon does not matter at all. Canon is just right out the window.
Yes. Well, there's also fan characters, self-inserts, all your Mary Sues and Gary Stews. Yes. But majority of what I encountered was Strong Arm fan art.
Yes.
And if it wasn't Strong Arm fan art, it was Steeljaw.
Well, yes. As we have established, Steeljaw is unreasonably sexy.
He's a strong number 2.
He's a strong power bottom, you mean?
Oh, yeah. Anyway, back to the show.
Yeah, so Sideswipe's creeping, he's just walking around the scrapyard, and then somebody's creeping around there. So he tries to take him down,
also,
and then is immediately...
He's wondering to himself, why do they wear the same jackets? But yes.
So he is quickly taken down by this guy, who turns out to be Jazz. Bumblebee's old friend, who we've never met before.
So again, we get one of those sort of like last episode, you had that moment of Strongarm being followed and turning around and being like, you! And that was the end of the cold open, that was the cut to credits. You've got that here where he's in silhouette, and actually at first I thought he was Soundwave.
Yeah, so did I, because I completely forgot Jazz was even in this series.
He's not in it much.
No.
His shape and, well, he has speakers on his shoulders that kick out sound. So it's like, Soundwave?
Which is, I mean, that is a nod back to something that he did occasionally in G1, but it is something you would, especially if in the meantime, like me, you've been watching Cyberverse where Soundwave does have, like, shoulder audio. So yeah, at first, given that he attacks Sideswipe, he's all in shadow and he has some audio thing. I thought it was Soundwave. But once we get past the opening credits, we see that it's Jazz.
Yeah, but like, it was like evoking the Soundwave from Animated, not the Soundwave we just had in Prime.
Yeah, he's definitely...
skinny guy.
He's not very Jazz-shaped, but he's definitely not Prime Soundwave-shaped at all.
No.
But Soundwave does show up in Robots in Disguise, and I remember him being
eventually, yes,
more blocky.
Bulked up, yeah.
Well, he originally shows up in his original body, then he gets a new one.
Oh, okay.
Because they had a new toy.
Yes.
Yes. So he is voiced by Arif S. Kinchin, who is, he does a lot of video game voice acting work.
Okay.
Oh.
And then he was also on the short-lived 90s sitcom Sparks, which starred...
What?
I was kind of surprised that he wasn't Phil LaMarr, but I guess Phil LaMarr has already been Jazz, so
yes,
someone else needed to turn.
He was on the 90s sitcom Sparks, which also starred Uncle Phil himself, James Avery,
Ooh.
and Robin Givens, and Terrence Howard.
Wow.
Oh.
Also had Miguel A. Nunez Jr., who I just saw get killed by Jason Voorhees in a Friday the 13th movie. Because it's October and I'm marathoning.
Yes. That sounds
Although
like a good plan.
technically he was in the fifth one, so he was killed by Roy.
Oh, Roy.
And I need to go back and watch all the Nightmare on Elm Street. It's been a while.
So you're saying you are, the time is coming, you are ready for Freddy.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Much like the Fat Boys.
Yes. Oh, man, those movies are just a whole thing.
So yeah, he's an old friend of Bumblebee's. I wonder if at one point this was going to be a guy from Prime.
He does. I mean, his shape is actually kind of more Prime Smokescreen.
Right. I mean, not once this had been animated, but at some point in the script stage, just because, he is very buddy with Bumblebee, who clearly knows him.
Yeah.
And what if it was, well, hey, we like this show with RC, but we're selling the new Jazz this year, so how about it's Jazz?
I'm just thinking, like, the way the rest of the story goes, I don't know if RC, she might have kind of fit in with the role that he plays here, but not as much as the dynamic that he will kick off shortly with Sideswipe once he gets Sideswipe back on his feet.
This is true.
I mean,
the dynamic with Jazz makes more sense, but then there's the reference to the bikers in the movie they were watching. That maybe, but yeah, RC kind of doesn't.
I mean,
or I guess it could be Smokescreen, where
you can reasonably. Yeah, I could see it as, I don't know. Sideswipe is kind of the Smokescreen of this series.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, hey, I used to be,
a dork.
I used to be the Sideswipe.
I used to be the pain in the ass.
That's right.
The sort of reading between the lines that I get from this, like, as it actually is just that, not... I talk about how, everyone on Cybertron is, like, 3 years old. But not everybody is, because there were still Autobots out in space. Alas, poor Sea Spray getting
Sea Spray
randomly killed off screen. So I assume that Jazz is like an Autobot who has been around for a really long time. He was off in space during Prime, and he came back after the the Well of All Sparks was reignited. And so he is, they do seem to be playing up him being buddy-buddy with Bumblebee, just as like, hey, we're both, though I guess Sideswipe is also kind of a G1 character, so.
That's true.
I can't just be like, hey, these are some G1 characters. So we're going to pretend they've known each other forever.
What's up? We're 1984 buddies.
Yes, they're 1984 buddies. But I do kind of, I assume that, yeah, if you want to actually fuss over continuity, then Jazz was just one of these Autobots. Or like Wheeljack was most of the time, just out in space doing stuff, and then he came back and they were like, hey. And so, but yeah, I could see it being like it was supposed to be either RC or Smokescreen. But I like that it's Jazz. Jazz is cool. Yeah. That's literally like his character definition is cool.
So yeah, he's there because, we got that signal from the Alchemor, and it turns out that it is busted up and all over the planet. And the Autobot Council is not thrilled with Bumblebee's somewhat impulsive decision to go to Earth with a cadet and a known criminal.
Yeah. Which is nice that they call that out.
Yes. And he makes a pretty amusing crack about Sideswipe here. We say, hey, this one thinks he's dangerous.
Yeah. Because he does seem to be assuming that Sideswipe is like an actual Decepticon, and Bumblebee has to be like, no, he's one of my people.
Yes. So yeah, they're, he's gonna, so we're all gonna head back to Cybertron, and we're gonna straighten everything out. But Bumblebee doesn't want to, because he's all, well, yeah, but we've got to take care of all the Decepticons that are just rampaging through Earth. And by the time, we go and we come back with reinforcements or whatever, they'll be doing a lot more rampaging. Yeah.
And there's life here. There's beings and a civilization that we kind of need to protect. I guess the other defining characteristic of Jazz is that he's super into Earth stuff, so I am kind of disappointed that we didn't get to have him being super into Earth stuff, but...
Yeah, you should have at least caught some of this biker movie.
Yeah! He probably... I'm going to headcanon that he did so off-screen, just between scenes.
Yes.
After the episode ends, but before he actually goes back to Cybertron.
David, are you still there?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I was just quiet.
Oh, no. I was just worried you dropped off. No problem.
Oh, no. Fell asleep.
I would just being quiet and looking up something in the background.
Okay. So before they can talk any further about this, though, some guy just burrows right out of the ground and heads over to their Energon stash.
And Fixit helpfully declares that it's a Decepticon.
Yes, and specifically it is Ped.
Which, worst name for Decepticon we've had yet?
I guess it's a name, it means something to do with dirt, like it's a chunk of dirt.
It's also a prefix usually used for feet.
Yeah. Yes.
And
he doesn't have any.
Well, according to TF Wiki, the writer refers to him at some point, and maybe this is like in the character developmental stuff that they ended up not using, as like a centipede icon or something.
But then why isn't his name Ped instead of Peed? Although I guess saying Peed on TV
Peed is not
a bad
great
idea.
Well, the notes on his wiki page also helpfully point out that in Japanese his name is pronounced Pedo.
Which makes it even worse. It's
dear.
Helpful. But
also, like his design is like, I suppose it's supposed to be a reference to like an antlion, but he looks more like an orca.
He does look like an orca.
I did have to look up to remind myself whether antlions are real, because primarily I'm just familiar with antlions from like a really big like boss fight in Final Fantasy IV.
Yes.
Oh.
But they are apparently one of those things that are both real, but also a fantasy creature.
Well, yeah, because the actual bug is named after, like, a mythical kind of thing. It's like, thought a giant ant in the ground, with giant pincers that grabs you and yanks you down, which is sort of what this guy does. But his design is like, also like, I swear it was an orca the first time I saw it, because his coloration is mostly black with some white spots that are kind of orca-like, and just some red armor on top.
But he does have, like, bug mandibles.
Yeah, he has mandibles, but it's like they're aliens, whatever. And the giant claws. And he has legs, but he doesn't have feet. He sort of walks around on his knees.
Yeah, he's like, Dorf, played by,
Oh, God. Yes.
oh, what's his name?
Tim Conway?
Tim Conway.
Yeah.
But what I love is he has this, like, crazy monstrous appearance.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of Mystery Science Theater, he's voiced by Eddie Deason.
Yes, Eddie Deason, best known in his starring role as the 8th build in Laser Blast.
The thing that most
like,
jumped out at me as I watched this is that he was Mandark on Dexter.
Yes.
Dexter's
I guess that's
Lab,
probably
not
what
the
he's
other
best
Dexter.
known for
That's a
these
different
days.
show entirely.
But yeah, he's also in Grease and Grease 2, one of the few people who's in both.
Yes.
He's in 1941.
Oh yeah, which is
I Want to Hold Your Hand. He is in Laser Blast.
movie?
I Want to Hold Your Hand? That's Robert Zemeckis' first movie. Of Back to the Future fame.
Mm-hmm.
But he's also done, I think he's mostly a voice actor now, and he's done a ton of voice work.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he has a very distinct, nerdy, small guy voice.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
if you need-
definitely his Mandark voice here. It's
I mean,
pretty great.
if you're making a movie in the 70s and 80s, and you needed a nerd, you called Eddie Deason.
Yes.
Unless you were making Revenge of the Nerds. Which apparently he gets confused for being in all the time.
It is shocking he is not in that movie, but also there's more sexual assault there than I want to associate with Eddie Deason.
Yeah, that's
Eddie
for the
Deason
best.
turned that down, presumably.
So we called every nerd in Hollywood, Deason. Are you in or out?
I read the script. No.
And so yeah, he is a Decepticon with a massive inferiority complex.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like he's constantly being taunted and mocked and called a bot worm.
Which is, I guess, the closest thing we get to what kind of animal he's actually supposed to be.
Yes. So yeah, he's also got stinging mandibles that paralyze people.
Oh, right. Like, he's maybe a reference to a Mongolian death worm, which is a thing that does not exist.
Yes.
But yes, he is also referred to in, like, one of the writers' blogs as a Centipedocon, though he doesn't actually... So that... Yeah, I'm not... I think it's fair to say that none of us are really sure what's going on with his design. He was maybe supposed to be a centipede at some point, and that's where his name came from. Except then he was made this sort of... Yeah, well, he doesn't have, like... legs. Lots of legs.
He's a neat design, and although I don't know how they would have turned him into a toy since he turns into like an 18-wheeler.
Yeah.
Might have figured it out, but he's cool looking.
He's also pretty
Just
large.
Odd.
Yes.
Yeah, he's taller than everybody, even Grimlock.
Yeah, he is pretty big.
I think he's the biggest Decepticon we've met so far.
It's either that or Underbite. Underbite was pretty big.
Underbite was big, but he was on all fours, so it's hard to judge.
That's true.
I think he's taller than the Buffalo-Con.
Yeah, anyway, I like that he is so gigantic and also is Eddie Deason.
Yes. This small guy voice coming out of a giant killer whale robot worm thing.
So he gets some of their energon. He takes off into his tunnels. And they don't have a lot of energon, so they've got to go get it back. So they head into the tunnels themselves. And we get another Bumblebee attempted catchphrase.
Yes, number 5.
Autobots, let's bug out.
Oh, Jazz is so embarrassed for him. It's great.
It's like the worst one yet. I mean, it's situationally appropriate if he looked like a bug, but...
Well, I mean,
They're going after
he is
a bug.
Well, and also he's Bumblebee, which is also a bug.
I figured it was because they were chasing a bug, but yeah, it's definitely something that's only situationally appropriate, and even then not very good. I do really appreciate how embarrassed Jazz is for him.
Oh, I got a question. Do sinkholes work like this?
Oof. Sort of, but not really.
I mean, I only know them conceptually in that there was no hole there, and now there is.
I mean, that is how sinkholes work, is normally there's some sort of cavern underneath the surface, and the amount of ground between the top of the cavern and the actual ground itself is insufficient, and it all falls into the cavern, so now you have this big ol' hole.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess since this does I'm not gonna go on about drill tanks. I'm not. I was just amusing myself during a bunch of overnight shifts at work with the Transformers Victory DVD set that I got from Australia. So it's got the dub tracks, and that has, not only does it have an unreasonable amount of drill tanks because it's anime from the late 80s, there's also this scene where one of the Brainmaster guys is holding this giant drill, but then the drill just shoots a laser out at the rock. That's not how any of this works. But it is sort of annoying how, like, the ground that he digs through just disappears.
Yeah, this is Bugs Bunny physics.
Yeah. That part is not actually how sinkholes work. The ground that falls into it does end up at the bottom of the cavern. So, yes. Though I do want to note that I think I've mentioned that I was watching through Avatar: The Last Airbender last month or so, and that does have the one acceptable drill tank that I have encountered in a work of fiction. So, shout out to Avatar: The Last Airbender for having a functional drill tank.
Hooray for drill tanks.
Yes.
Oh, neat. Laser Blast was the first movie to come out that Eddie Deason was in.
Ooh, his film debut.
Yes. Filmed after Grease, but came out first.
Ah.
And I guess my question is, was he ready for some football?
I'm ready for football, yeah. Oh, Niners were on today. Or no, Packers.
Packers.
Was it? Who were they playing? Packers.
Anyway.
Ooh, Packers.
So they come to a fork in the tunnel. They have to split up, so Sideswipe goes with Jazz because he's very obsessed with how cool Jazz is.
Yeah.
And Strongarm goes with
Jazz will allow it.
Yes.
He's tolerating it.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. He's not, like, preening or anything, but he's like, alright, I can deal with this.
Yeah.
I like Jazz.
So, Sideswipe's talking about how, I'm so much faster and cooler than everybody else, but I just have to, have to slow down so they can keep up with me. Jazz is just very mellow about the whole thing,
Mm-hmm.
You gotta pace yourself.
Yep, and he's like, oh, I don't need to pace myself because I'm just all energy. It's like, okay, dude, settle down.
Meanwhile, Bee and Strongarm encounter Ped, and the tunnel starts collapsing. So they end up having to hold this up.
And apparently they're under downtown Crown City at this point. Also, if Crown City wanted to put in a subway, now is the time.
Yeah, there's all these tunnels now that are the size of an 18-wheeler.
To put in a subway.
Well, in a few episodes, we are going to see the subway.
Maybe they did.
Is this under the subway?
I guess it must be.
Because, doesn't a lamp post fall down?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how this works.
Or something. It's
That's
very
always the problem with these drill things, is it doesn't work. The ground has to go somewhere. Sandworms only work because sand is soft.
Yeah.
Antlions do their thing in sand and they stay up at the surface. But
Yes.
my headcanon is now going to be that after all these tunnels got drilled, they put in a subway.
Yes. Just.
This seems like something that people would find alarming. Like, is everyone in Crown City just, like, stoned all the time?
It's like Sunnyvale in Buffy.
Okay. No one really notices.
Sunnyvale, Buffy, like, it was a hellmouth. It was perverting and twisting people just by existing there. Like, a girl became invisible because people stopped talking to her. That town was cursed because of the hellmouth.
But yes, a chunk of downtown starts caving in on top of them.
And so this is when Jazz and Sideswipe come in. Sideswipe gets paralyzed, and Jazz is all, "Oh, hey, why don't we team up, crazy bug guy? I could be your second in command." Because Ped's all, "Oh, yes, I'm going to get all this energon, and then all the Decepticons will have to be nice to me and respect me. Because I'll be the one with the energon."
Ha 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 ha!
And then he also transforms at this point. He turns into a tanker truck, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean,
And it's one of those things where he turns into, like, the entire truck.
Yes, not just
trucker. He does a Motor Master.
Yes. Which, I always dig that. I like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, at some point in here, I forget whether it's before or after, Jazz pretends he's gonna buddy up with Ped, but Jazz says something about, like, seeing why B put Sideswipe on the team. And I'm like, B had no choice but to put him on the team. They're castaways.
You could always just make him stay home with Fixit all the time.
I guess. He could have sent him home, I guess.
Yes. Anyway, so yeah, so Jazz tries blasting him with the speakers, but that just makes more of the roof cave in. So they all end up buried. Ped takes off, takes the energon with him. And so they go back to the scrapyard. And it's time to set up a Ped trap.
Dun dun dun!
Basically, they're going to put up a big pile of energon cubes. And a big pile of boxes that are painted like energon cubes.
Yes, apparently Denny and Russell found some buckets of glow-in-the-dark blue paint, which is pretty clever.
And he just had, like, 100 boxes the same size as an energon cube.
I mean, yes. They're like crates.
And then they're just going to put a big open stasis pod in there so he'll get into the energon cubes and then they'll just push him into the stasis pod.
It's a really big stasis pod, too, which, again, as I said, he's a big guy, but again, that goes back to what I was saying previously about, with Minitron, about, like, different sized stasis cubes being required for Transformers having a lot of diversity.
Mm.
Oh, did many Transformers in this series, like, change size when they change their all
I think very few of them, if any.
Okay, because I was thinking, maybe they're just all the same stasis pod, but they're using, like, scaling technology like you have back in G1 with Soundwave.
I did think that seemed like it would be very useful to have, but I don't know. I don't think we see any examples of shrinking and growing in here. I think
if that was an option, they would have shrunk the one that was filled with mud and just carried it.
Yes.
I think they just have, I don't know, maybe that doesn't shrink what's in it, so it would just, I guess it would probably just squirt the mud out. But, but anyway, I guess, they just have to keep a stock of a variety of sizes of stasis cubes. Stasis pods. Cube pods. The cube!
So they get up on a train car, so they're going to watch it. But unfortunately, Ped has figured out what they're going to do, and this train car that they're on falls into this giant pit.
Yay, sinkhole, and thus will begin the running gag of the end of this episode, step on Fixit's face.
Yes.
I didn't realize that becomes a running gag. That's sad. He gets abused in this episode.
4 or 5 times.
Yeah, so they're all
he
okay.
Gets physically abused in this episode.
Yeah, yes. So we're all in this pit. Everybody stand on each other's shoulders, and we'll form a pot, and we'll form like a chain. And unfortunately, Grimlock decides, okay, first guy, I'll step on Fixit.
He'll stand
does
on
not work
Fixit's
well.
shoulders. And yeah,
It's a stupid gag, but it's a funny gag with the first time Fixit gets stepped on. But it keeps going.
And Grimlock gives a very innocent, maybe we should have tried that the other way around.
Yes.
Yes, Grimlock. Fixit is such a tiny boy.
Yeah. He's the size of Grimlock's foot.
Yes. So Ped's up there, and he decides, I'm gonna get rid of these humans because they could interfere with my plans. So he sees Russell, and he's all, "Where is the larger human?"
Yes.
And so he's gone, and he's got a like some sort of front end loader or something, and he's hitting Ped with it, somewhat ineffectually, but he doesn't like it. Meanwhile, the Autobots have figured out that the biggest guy goes on the bottom.
Yes.
And
Sideswipe
Sideswipe
make a human pyramid.
Yeah, and so Sideswipe is inspired to start Naruto running.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
I guess
anime running
he
of
would.
some kind.
And do like a ninja jump up the sides of this thing. Like
it's a triangle jump in your standard, like, old Nintendo game.
Yes.
It
Gotta
is.
bounce off the walls.
Yeah, it is a very Mega Man kind of jump.
Or Ninja Gaiden.
Oh man, that game is hard.
Yes, it is.
So he gets up to the surface.
His last jump being off of Fixit's face.
Yes.
Poor Fixit. Why? Why is he so abused? It's just a little thing.
So he
He
starts
already
fighting.
has head trauma. Stop doing that.
Yeah.
So
Gonna make
So
it
he
stutter
starts fighting
worse.
Ped. Denny has got an electromagnet now, and he's starting to get them out of this with it, although it ends up getting Fixit face first.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Third
then
time he gets hit in the face.
everyone else holds on to Fixit. So
Yep.
it's not great.
So Jazz is there, he gets zapped, and now it's time for Sideswipe to realize that Ped has the same weakness as Marty McFly. He's all, "Oh, hey, botworm. Hey, loser."
Yeah, because he mentioned that they were Decepticons would call him that when he was talking to Sideswipe in the hole, or talking to Jazz in the hole.
Yeah, it's like, "Oh, hey, you're just a botworm. You know what they do with worms here on Earth? They use them to catch fish." And so he's enraged. They both go tumbling into this stasis pod.
Which
And
Sideswipe tells Bumblebee to close no matter
Yes.
what.
That's right.
Wow. Way to be melodramatic.
Just seal me in here forever with this weird bug guy. You can unfreeze me whenever you get to Cybertron, I guess.
I feel like probably I don't know, they could probably extract him quickly enough that
I don't know how that
wouldn't
works.
back out. But yeah, it would.
Yeah, haven't we seen that they're like groggy after they're immediately unfrozen?
You
Or
would
on
think.
stasis?
I guess you don't want to risk it though.
Yeah, that it does seem like a very self-sacrificing thing for him to say.
But luckily, Jazz intervenes. They both get out of there, and Ped
All
gets hit with this
three of
electromagnet.
them-
Yeah,
All
it is
three of them are
roomy.
in the stasis pod. It's huge.
Yeah. Like, it's big enough for Ped, and then, like, another Ped could fit in there.
Sideswipe
Yes.
and Jazz all punching each other in there. Which we only see from the outside.
So he's imprisoned. Eventually, Strongarm gets out of this hole. Grimlock does not.
Nope, he's still down there.
Thankfully, he's not into the next episode.
Yes.
And Jazz, I'm just a guest star here, so I'm gonna go back to Cybertron. I'll try and smooth things over with the council. And but don't worry, I'll be back. Spoilers: I don't think he's back until like the series finale.
Wow.
Ooh, that sucks.
It does.
Aw. But Jazz,
kinda
no,
fun.
stay on Earth, discover Madonna.
Well, I guess at this point he'd be discovering like
Taylor
Miley
Swift.
Cyrus. Yeah, Taylor
Probably-
Swift.
Probably still Taylor Swift. It's 2015, it's not 2010 here. I don't know.
And so-
We've established that I don't listen to pop music.
Yeah. Billie Eilish.
Yes.
Is that how you pronounce that?
That
name?
would be today. Would
I
be
think
Billie
so. There's
Eilish.
an I in there. Maybe eyelash.
I just want to say I really like and respect as a person, and I wish I liked her music, but I don't.
I kind of like that Bond theme she did.
I
think
like her
I've only
as a
heard
person.
the Bad Guy song, and it was okay.
It's just ASMR makes me uncomfortable.
Oh, well yeah.
Yeah, a little.
And I don't want to be like, oh, it's just ASMR, because it's music, but it also has those same elements that make me deeply uncomfortable.
Alright, so that is Can You Dig It? And I guess the question is, do we dig it?
Yeah, I like Jazz. I wish he had shown up more on here to do fun guest star things. I wish he had gotten to hang around on Earth more. Also, as Jazz is leaving, Strongarm comes up to Sideswipe and says, "Looks like somebody has a role model." And I really thought she was going to say, "Looks like somebody has a crush." But alas, this is not Prime, where RC was straight up like, "So how's your boyfriend, Bulkhead?" So, alas.
Yeah, we don't get that anymore.
But yeah, it's, I mean, apart from, like, questions about what the deal is with Ped and whether Jazz is being used to his full extent, it's a good, fun episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jazz is used well here. It's just that we don't get enough of him in the rest of the series.
No.
Yeah. Other characters instead. The problem with Ped is really just his name.
Yeah,
he's short and bad and doesn't even feel like a Transformer name.
Yeah, he needs to be, I don't know, Dirt Boss or something.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, it's more of an insulting name to him, but it would be more fitting.
It'd be a thing he would call himself.
Yeah, I'm the Dirt Boss.
The great and powerful Dirt Boss.
Gonna boss the dirt around.
I'm just
love
picturing
Dirt
him
Boss.
as,
It's such a stupid name.
As doing like Paul F. Tompkins' impression of the Cake Boss. Like, oh hey, I'm the Dirt Boss.
Somebody's gotta tell the dirt what to do.
So I think that now brings us to David's Tokusatsu Corner.
It's Toku time.
Yes. This week on Chukyu Sentai Go-Go 5! What does it say? Shoot, I wrote. My notes. Secret Art, the Tornado Drop! This is kind of an infamous episode, or famous episode. It's a weird one. First, it starts off with the bad guys are having a dinner party at like a big, long, fancy table with candelabras. Their imp minions have bow ties and little vests on, carrying out platters with food and stuff. Kobolda almost eats, I think it's a hamster or a rat?
No!
But he just drops it and makes me wonder, what happened to that rat that fell into his lap? Where did it go?
Oh, it just makes me think of that Tick episode. Oh, if you're so evil, then why don't you eat this puppy?
Yes! Oh my god.
So they're doing that. It's just a weird beginning, which is shit I like about bad guys, where they just do seemingly normal things, but it's so weird to have a giant rubber suit monster doing it. Love that shit. Anyway, Kobolda is like, no, I can take on the bad guys. I summon a new monster, which is martial arts beast Spartan, who's a giant Cyclops wrestler.
Okay.
Is an impressive design, but silly. Like, he actually has a wrestling belt on, and like his coloration on his body is sort of like he's wearing a black singlet. It's adorable and wonderful. Anyway, cut to the Rangers are at a police judo tournament thing where Yellow is competing, but he loses to a guy with an injured leg somehow. And this is the first instance where we see an old bearded man in a black gi who wanders in there, watches that match, and wanders out after drinking some milk. It turns out he's like Yellow's old judo master or something, who taught him at Police Academy how to throw people and do karate and whatnot.
Do impressions.
I assume he also taught him to do like sound effects with his mouth.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what you learn at the Police Academy, unless those movies actually lied to me.
Yeah.
Those movies have lied to you.
Oh.
What?
Quite possibly. Anyway, what's the next thing? Oh yeah, the Cyclops wrestler guy goes out and is beating up the masters of various dojos and boxing rings and just taking the signs from their dojo, which is the thing that happens in like martial arts manga and TV shows where you go around proving you're the strongest and the greatest by beating up other martial artists and taking the sign for their business. What? I don't know why that's a thing, but it's
what
kind
of
of a cool thing.
Businesses did they have? Are they like vape shops?
No, they're karate dojos and
oh, okay,
like wrestling academies or whatnot. Just taking the signs and having the minions drag around these giant signs. It's like, we kick their ass.
What
throw
if
them in
they're
a pile.
Not business people? Did they just not get to fight?
I only fight professionals.
Oh, that has to have happened where, like, somebody, like a karate master just attacks, like, an accountant's shop and takes their sign. Oh my god. Damn, that has to have happened in some comedy anime somewhere. But I can't think of an example of that. Anyway, the Rangers finally encounter the Cyclops. They shoot lasers at him. He's invincible to lasers, but he also torments them by saying, No, only cowards fight an unarmed foe with lasers. Wrestle me! It's like, okay, so they wrestle him and get their asses kicked. Even the Yellow Ranger. And then the old guy master shows up again, challenges the Cyclops, and kicks his butt, which, like, confuses the Cyclops. Someone on this planet is stronger than me. What? But in the process, like, the Cyclops gets thrown down the front of these temple steps, rolls down the steps, and almost rolls over a cat? Like, wait,
no, cat.
Was the cat randomly on set that day outside, or did they intentionally have the cat run towards him and escape before getting rolled over? Is this an animal cruelty episode?
No.
Which older Toku might be bad about that in sometimes, but also, like, they do weird things like, wait, were they using an actual dog in that stunt where you had to jump off a roof? I hope not. I don't think so, but every once in a while it's like, wait, what? Things just go by so fast. And there's an animal in the scene, and I get a little worried. But they seem fine. And it was decades ago. Where the hell was I? Oh! The, Yellow Ranger refuses to be trained by the old master, or there's something, like, there's a confusion there, like the Yellow Ranger's, like, sort of retired from other than that judo tournament, from being, like, a martial artist. But the master is, like, saying, he's like, oh, I'm going to be dying soon. He's got the classic cough, I'm sick old man. I must pass along my final secret technique to somebody before I die. And that ends up being the Cyclops, because the Cyclops shows up and it's like, says, I want to learn from you. And then he's like, no. But then Kobolda comes and says, no, you're not obeying my plan. What are you doing here? Trying to learn martial arts. I'm kicking you out of the bad guys. Ha 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 ha. Like this is not an obvious setup, which it is. So the old man teaches the Cyclops his final technique, which he then, after he learns it, is like, screw you, old man, and tosses him. 'Cause he's evil. Surprise.
That's what you do when you're evil.
But while this is going on, like, while he was training with the old guy, the Yellow Ranger was training on his own, solo. 'Cause, like, this fight against this monster rekindled his thing. It's like, okay, I don't really want to take over your academy, old man, but I need to be stronger to fight this monster. So he trains and ends up, like, after the master realizes, oh no, the monster tricked me, he was evil. He crawls over to the Yellow Ranger, it's like, no, I must teach you. But you cannot go and fight that monster without first fighting me. And it's a touching emotional thing. It's like, throw me, defeat me. If you can't defeat me, you can't defeat the monster. It's like, just on the verge of tears, the Yellow Ranger just flips this old man over him onto the ground. And then the old man's just lying there, and the Yellow Ranger's like on the verge of tears. As serious emotion hits, cut to the old man is crawling away on the ground towards his knapsack he left. Is like, wait, it immediately cuts to comedy. And then he says, okay, you ready? Here, take this entire carton of milk with you. It's my ultimate secret. What, milk? What? Which is why this episode is famous. Milk. The Yellow Ranger arrives to challenge the Cyclops. Gets his butt kicked first. Like, the Cyclops uses the ultimate technique of jumping into the air and the tornado drop. But it does not defeat the Yellow Ranger. The Yellow Ranger gets up, drinks the carton of milk. The entire thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then fights the monster more, jumps up into the air, and does a milk tornado drop that he created and defeats the monster.
That sounds creamy.
Oh, it's so hot today. Like, milk was a bad choice.
Yes. Oh, and just the scene of him drinking the entire carton of milk, maybe the most famous scene of this entire series. Like, I've seen it referenced in other places. Like, there's a reunion movie they do later. Oh no, it's I think a Gal Ranger or something. One of the other Rangers in a previous series, like some old Rangers come back to teach them a lesson or something. And it's the Yellow Ranger, and he teaches them how to, a new Yellow Ranger from that series, how to do the drop and drink the milk and everything. And I think the actor has done it in various other things since.
The milk drinking is important.
He has embraced this running gag of this episode that is half serious, half absolute comedy, but they're playing it straight. It's so good. So yeah, that's pretty much the episode to defeat the monster. He grows big. They defeat him again. But milk wrestling. It's fun.
Nice.
All right, so
the very end of the episode, I'm not going to spoil, but the end of the episode, like the last minute, is great. I suggest watching this episode.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
It's on Shout Factory's website and stuff. They have it streaming.
Okay, so that is it for Can You Dig It? And that is it for us this week, but you can find us all over the internet. We are on Facebook, we are on Twitter, and we have a Patreon.
Yes, we are hosted on iaconunderground.net, where we have a Patreon set up to help with hosting and other expenses. That's patreon.com/iaconunderground. For the spooky month of Halloween, we are going back to the 80s with an episode of Inhumanoids.
That's right. What is the evil that lies within?
It's pretty great. I enjoyed it a lot. So, for as little as $1 a month, you can join our Patreon, get access to every month's special episodes. We do assorted 80s shows. We do big movies when big movies exist. We did the entirety of the Kimono Friends anime, at least the first season. And that's
the only season.
Yeah, I've been informed that the second season does not exist.
Yes, we will not speak of the second season. But yeah, it is absolutely worth a buy-in of as little as $1 a month to help us with our hosting costs, and buy the occasional lunch for everybody. So yes, Inhumanoids, that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. I want to watch the entire series now. Decompose is my new favorite 80s villain.
So, until next time, when we have some adventures in Bumblebee Sitting, I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
Is Thor going to be in this episode? I'm David.
Oh, I wish.